we're doing some welding again. We were just about to paint the roof. We were getting it dry, we cut the paper, and we remembered, hey, you know, I think we might want to put some metal tabs welded to the steel frame of the roof so that we can hang cabinets off of it, and we never have to worry of whether the self-tapping screws into the steel frame are ever going to let loose, because we'll have a very solid welded tab with a 1/4 inch bolt through it. It's never coming out. You could hang a Volkswagen off of it. Let's take a quick look. So what we did this morning, well, the better half was sanding the primer on the side. I made up 12 of these little tabs. They're 2.5 inches long with a little mark, 1.5 down.
Stop moving. Okay.
Stop moving, you bossy. Filmmakers, I tell you.
I'm directing you.
Yes, you are, as usual. So I went ahead and marked them where we want them, here and here, and now I'm about to weld it. And we've never videotaped welding before, so we thought we'd give that a try. What I've done here is I've used a clamp the first one in place, and all I want to do is tack it in place. Now, if I haven't said it before, make sure if you do any welding on your car, bus, whatever, you disconnect the positive battery cable first. I had a buddy who blew out a voltage regulator, rather spendy thing, by not disconnecting his battery, so lesson learned. So anyway, this is clamped in place, and then you take the ground, of course, stick it on the piece that you're going to be videotaping or welding. And I like to get all gussied up with heavy gloves and trousers and whatnot, because I keep burning myself, and it just, you know, I'm man enough to handle it, but it does detract from the concentration a little bit. Alright, so I'm just going to turn it on, feed a little wire out so I can cut it. Go. Now we're going to tack it in place. Beautiful tack. Then I'm going to remove this clamp so I can get in there a little better. Adjust this. I do the top one first because I'm not that good at overhead welding, so I go from the top one down. Okay, there's a nice little weld there. And now I'm going to try my hand at overhead welding, which is just pointing the thing up. The problem is the molten metal wants to go down away from the joint, so it's a little more difficult. I had a technique I developed the other day. Never went to school for any of this, of course, it's trial and error, but sort of pulling it across. Let's see what happens here. Alright, not too shabby. So now let's see here. I've got my chipping hammer. I'm going to knock away the flux and see what kind of weld we have under there. Okay, I'm going to turn off the welder and give it a break while I take another look at this. So there, that is good penetration on both. I didn't blow through the bus. The bus metal is a little thinner metal than the tabs we're using, but these tabs will never, ever, ever break on us. We can hang anything we want up here. You know, we could have put the kids' bunk beds up like this. Oh well.
We'll just do laundry.
What?
We'll just hang our laundry.
Hang our laundry on this?
Yeah.
Alright, well your skivvy drawers might actually break this if anything. Okay, well I got the first 4. They're all tacked, but the first 4 are fully welded. And the welds are coming out just fine. Maybe not the prettiest in the world, but they certainly are going to be strong without degrading the integrity of the bus frame at all. So what I'm doing is, now that they're all tacked up, I'm not putting the ground on the same piece that I'm cutting, because I'm pretty confident about the ground through the bus frame now. So I get that out of the way. Say, for example, put it on this one, and then I'll weld here a little bit, but I don't want it to get too hot. I'm a little bit afraid of it screwing with the bondit that I put on the roof in preparation for painting it with bus coat. So I do a little bit here, then I'll come and I'll do a little bit here, a little bit there, and maybe just, you know, one weld on each and then go back over here and do the other weld on each going across. So let's take a look here. Oh, I'm doing the long weld on the side opposite the original tack so I don't warp the thing out away from the tack. So the tack holds one end in place, the other weld will suck it back straight into line with the frame. I've just hit it with the wire brush, knocked some of that flux and what have you off. Not the prettiest weld, you can see where I've been chipping away at it here, but not the prettiest weld, but it will do. And this black line, by the way, is my marker to indicate where I want it to cross the frame. They are 1 inch above the frame on the windows. There's its companion, and I've been scraping this. These are definitely ugly, but there's plenty of penetration and it's going to hold just fine for my purposes, and no one will ever see it